Good afternoon. Welcome to Cool Talk. Hope everybody's had a great couple weeks. It's actually a little bit different episode. I'm actually not in Woody's studio today recording. I'm actually at home. It's a Friday and I'm on day 5 of a quarantine. Not for COVID, but for surgery coming up Monday. I have at UVA. So I had the COVID test Monday and then been in quarantine since. So I figured while I had time, I figured I could do a little talking and updating how quarantine goes, especially for somebody like me that hates sitting still. I am not a still person. I want to be out in the field with my guys and at the office but so this time is really this week has been really trying to slow down, reflect a little bit, and let let the guys and the people in my office do what they do best without me there though. So it's been tough, but it's been a good week. Have done a lot of different things. I've actually been had a honeydew list for my wife. We did a lot of cleaning dishes, floors, several times, especially when you got two boys. It's if you know that, if you got kids, you know how it goes. As soon as you wash clothes, it looks like they wear the same, like change clothes like 4 times a day or something. So you end up doing clothes all week. So I'm realizing now more than ever how much work stay-at-home moms do, plus working moms after they do, especially after working all day and you come home and having to do this. It's definitely been a ton of work, but uh, been fun to do. Gets to do something different. Sit home. I've been working on some puzzles. Uh, got back into doing some puzzles, trying to finish a 1,000-piece puzzle now. That's taking me about a week to do, and I should finish today. So it's been different. So, so I figured I'd do a little talking, just to buy some time, get an episode in. If I'm here doing nothing anyway, I might as well do some kind of a update and advertising or podcasting and stuff while I'm out. So yeah, that if you hadn't caught up on any of that, I hope you've listened to a lot of our episodes. I think we've got 10 or 12 on the books now, and a bunch of them every Monday they're releasing. So definitely subscribe, tell your friends, get it out, the word out. We got a lot of good info, we got a lot of good interviews we've done with local businesses. We really support and push to shop local. I know it's easy to get online and go to Amazon or Walmart, pick it up, or get it shipped to the house or whatever it may be. But just definitely think about local, especially with COVID and how it's been the last year and how people have tried to stay afloat, basically, stay afloat and stay open because of COVID. So definitely listen to our podcast. I got a lot of good information. We had insurance, taxes. We've had karate, different local events that are happening, different businesses that are local here in Lynch, Central Virginia. If you listen and you're not in Central Virginia, of course, that's a little difficult to do. But anybody here that's here and is in local, I definitely push you as much as possible to help these businesses out. Let's definitely show them why we have a great community, especially to get through this hard time. But yeah, I've got if you didn't listen, I guess about my third Christmas episode that came out. I've got a surgery Monday. I've never had a surgery before, so it's really nerve wracking, especially if you're in quarantine all week home by yourself and you're just thinking about it. Being put to sleep for a few hours and having to go through all that is definitely going to be new to me. I've never had that happen, so then of course you Google stuff and see how that goes, and it shouldn't, it's overall doesn't sound like it'll be too bad. It's just getting to the point of being put to sleep, and then you wake up and it's done. But if you didn't listen before, go back and listen to our episodes. But I had they found a tumor in one of my salivary glands near my throat back in November on just a normal normal physical. Never knew I had it. So after doing, tests and visits here, visits there between Lynchburg and Charlottesville, UVA, and good things like that. It was back and forth. Was it cancerous? Was it not? So luckily, after several biopsies and different things, it was not. It's come back not cancerous. So that is really good news. So should be able to be a surgery in the hospital a couple days and out and a couple weeks of recovery and hopefully back to it. So I thank God every day that that for that diagnosis, because we so many people in this area that we know and that we've seen stories on that are getting bad news that they are have cancer, and it's we pray for them nightly we pray for them nightly that God will intervene and heal. Nobody wants to hear those words and battle that alone. So if you're listening and have something like that going on, just let me know. We're praying for you. May not know you specifically, but we try to pray for everybody that's struggling with that, whether it's any kind of sicknesses or diseases or even cancer. Hopefully there's a cure soon. I'd love to see a cure and we can get rid of all the bad sicknesses around. But yeah, quarantine is definitely different. Definitely different. If you ever had a quarantine for COVID or anything else, you do a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting, and you get bored. You find different new things to do. Like I said, I'd have found some puzzles to do, which have been fun. We had some friends of ours send us a bunch of puzzles too to keep me busy during my recovery. So yeah, definitely let us know too. We have a link on our Cool Talk Facebook page. If you're local in Virginia and want to be on the show, we'll be coming up March, April, May. We'll have a ton of studio time once I'm back out of recovery where I can get in and do some interviews. If you're not local and you're listening, give me a call or hit me up, because we also have a way you can call in. We can listen and talk to some businesses in other states and how COVID's affected you there, and maybe the differences between there and different states in Virginia, and how the economy's doing or business is doing, and kind of throw ideas back and forth. So hit us up on Cool Talk as well on the Facebook page. If you're friends with me on regular Facebook, under Brandon Brown, I'll be glad to hear from you and maybe set something up. It'd be interesting to get to know people out of the area and how different areas have fought the virus and the restrictions and how it's affected businesses, and maybe we can give you some shout out and promotions of your business, and people in your area will listen to the podcast and help you out. That's the name of the game. If we don't help each other out, and like I say, shop local and help people we know, it's hard to keep a business afloat, especially in times when it feels like you're just always battling something, whether it's a restriction or loss of jobs or income. There's always something the business has to go through. So throwing a pandemic in the middle of it, plus everything you go through, is definitely not easy. We're a small business. Back started in January of 2006, just one person, and of course this is my 16th year. Starting our 16th year, we're up to 22 employees. I still consider us a small business. I don't know if that's considered any different now, but we're still small. We're locally, we're family owned, um, and we're known around the area for that. So that's one good thing we take pride on. So, but I hope everybody's having a really good week. Just wanted to come on, update everybody a little bit. Hopefully our next couple podcasts after that, I can give an update on surgery and how that goes. And they're calling for snow this weekend, a big snowstorm. So of course, the hospital called and said, hey, you may need to come up Sunday, and surgery's on Monday. And hopefully, it's not too severe where we have to cancel. So God willing, they won't cancel on us, because that'd be stressful to have to quarantine another whole week, COVID test again, and quarantine to go back for a surgery. So hopefully, if it is put off, and maybe it's just a day or two to where they can fit me in pretty quick and get me in there and get me done, because I don't know if I don't want to quarantine again. That's a long week when you're used to going and going and going. So yeah, I go back Sunday. Well, they're supposed to call me today, actually, in a few hours, and give me a time for surgery Monday, and then we can kind of plan. So if it's not real early Monday, that might be actually good. So if it does snow, gives them time to get open and get the roads clear and stuff like that. But if not, then we're looking at hopefully, just if it's early surgery, hopefully it just snows and gone and the roads are clear pretty quick, so we can get in, get it done. Like I said, I'm been scared to death of surgery just thinking about it, because I've never had it, but also just to get it over with. And I know God's in control. God's got a plan, and he's gonna look after us and look after me, and make sure everything goes smooth. So I appreciate everybody that's prayed and reached out over the last few months. It was definitely a eye-opening event of appointments and weeks to go through, and especially when you're on the brink of them saying, hey, we're pretty positive it's cancer, and after a bunch of tests and coming back, luckily that's why you do test and you wait on results, because luckily it's not, and it's back to just benign. Like I said, it's a salivary gland tumor that they say is pretty common, which is news to me and weird. But the doctor has seen it before, and he's done surgery on it before, so that was good news. And that's just that he's seen it before and actually wasn't surprised by it, or what he's everything's gonna look normal. It should be a pretty moderate surgery, but should be something he says I'll bounce back completely from and not have to worry about it again. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, thank y'all for listening, who has listened. And this podcast has been a kind of a dream of mine for a while, and now that we've gotten so many episodes up, and we're getting a lot of good hits. It's a dream, kind of a dream and come true in the making, because I've always told people for a while I'd like to be on the radio, whether it's a sports or some kind of a talk show or something where you get to do a radio show and people listen. So it's always been a little bit of a goal of mine anyway. So this podcast has kind of made that come true. We can come on and do that, and that'll be that's good to know that people like it, and we're getting good feedback on it. So thank you all for listening, and I appreciate that. And I guess just keep me in your prayers this upcoming week, and we will see you next time. Thank you.